Welcome to Golive TV, the future in your hands. The only multicultural IPTV station that brings communities together. Over 2.7 million people have already watched. Golive TV, anytime, anywhere.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the Cyper show. I am your host, Ngarambe, Rita, and it's always my pleasure and opportunity. I'm so glad to be able to talk to you today. I don't know how I feel when I get on this stage. I feel like I'm sitting with you. I'm sitting with each one of you who is ready to hear what I have to say, who took their time out of their day to log in to Golive TV's app. Or those who downloaded the TV app. If you haven't, I really highly suggest that you do that. It's easier and makes things faster anyways, you know. These days, nobody wants to do, I don't think it's preferable to do things that, take time when you can just tap into your phone, go to your YouTube, and be able to communicate with me every Thursday at 3 p.m. So I welcome you back once again. I know for the past 2 weeks I haven't been doing the show, but I assure you that I was okay, that I was just taking a moment for myself and to make sure that my intentions and what I want to do is really clear. And I'm so happy that I get to be back and be here with you. So, today's topic, without further ado, is the power of choice. And I've been thinking about this a lot because everyone tells me you have a choice. I've been saying, oh, I'm so troubled by this. I don't know what to do. And everyone was like, Rita, you have a choice. I'm like, I'm unhappy in this situation. But I always get reminded that I have a choice. So today, I would like you to help me unravel that journey. Yes, we might not be able to go through it all, but at least we introduce the idea to each other and we introduce better ideas and better wisdom and better knowledge to one another, which is what I hope to achieve today. So I'm going to ask you to help me. Comment below the things you might know about choice, if it's scriptures from the Bible that you've read or books you've read that have really helped you understand the power of choice. I would love to hear that from you as we go through this conversation. So, the reason why I wanted to do this more particularly is I've been watching the news a lot. I've been reading so many things, wanting to be updated. It's almost like watching the Keeping Up with the Kardashians, you know. There is so many things that keeps going on, so much drama and so much peacefulness in between, and so many things, and I'm telling you, a lot of things. I was like, oh my God, these are all things that happen in the world, and it's not even all of it. The news gets to cover the surface of things. The news gets to cover the most significant thing or the one thing that is more popular. So imagine now if they got to tell the stories of each and every one individual that is presently alive on the surface of the earth at this moment. Tell me, literally our phones will blow off. I don't even know if YouTube or Instagram or any other social media will be able to attain that. And I found myself wanting to watch more of fashion, more of gospel, more of preachings, things that inspire me, because I'm looking for inspirations. I'm looking for things that will improve me, things that will make me think better and be a better human being, more even in my society or in my family, just to be a better human being. And I'm thinking to myself, there are people I get to meet every day who are, oh my God, who are exhausted just from watching the news, who are exhausted just from the 15, 30 minutes of scrolling through Instagram, people who are drained, who are hopeless because of the few things they got to read, because of the magazine that got slid under their door. And I'm like, these people had the same choice that I had. But they chose to go to YouTube and watch the wars that are happening in ABCD. They get to know about the politics that are behind ABCD, behind this country's origin, behind this person's origin. These people went there to go look at this person's, how their life is being ruined. This person is so afraid to be famous because they took their time to go watch the downfall of Chris Brown or Rihanna or someone who is famous who didn't have a good reputation. but they had the same choice that I had. And I get to think that the same person who doesn't believe in God, the same person who is hopeless, they are because they made a choice to read a different book. They made a choice to pick a different friend. They made a choice to be engaged in different circumstances and in different situations. And I'm like, these people had the same choice that I had. Just the same way, like imagine this scenario. You go to a restaurant, you make an order. Let's say it's fufu food for all my Nigerian friends, or even the jollof rice for the Ghanaians and the Nigerians in the building. By the way, I love that food. If anyone has an address, please send me a DM. I would like to come and share some food with you. I'm a food lover. Anyways, back to the point. You are in the same restaurant with these people. Someone orders fufu, another one orders jollof rice. It does not mean that the restaurant is only supplying one meal to one particular person. No, you made a choice of that. So today, I want you to reflect on the things that we subscribe to. Because I'm watching so many good news, so many contents, so many motivational speakers, not the ones that we know of, not the one I've written 15 books, I have traveled to 100 countries, not the one who says, you know what, I am at peace with myself and I want to share that peace with you. And those people don't even have one subscriber. Those people don't even have one like, one comment. And to be quite honest, I do not blame the society. I do not blame people by themselves. I ask the question of, are we looking at the choices we're making? Because I am part of those people who are complaining. The same people who are like, oh my God, the good thinkers or the great minds are not getting the likes they want. They're not getting the attention they deserve from all. But the truth is, I am part of the population. I am part of the people that contribute to this outcome. If you get to know and realize that, instead of you complaining about someone who won, it's like if you complain someone who won election and they're like, I don't like this president, but you had the right to vote and you didn't use that right, tell me, is it the president's blame, or is this the people who voted for him that you blame, or is it you yourself that you're going to look in the mirror and say, I had a choice to make and I didn't make it? And I'm saying this to lead to the fact that I believe to some extent that we are part of the writers of our own destiny. Just the same way we've been given the free will to do things, the free will to exercise it to our fullest. So I'm asking you, what are the things you are subscribing to? What are the choices you're engaging in? What are the things that you uplift more? Because I'm in a competition for those of, I think most of you have already followed and have been supportive, and I really appreciate, because I draw my confidence from you, from knowing that I am because we are. That whatever I am becoming, whatever ways I'm evolving, it's because of the people who are around me, the people in my corner, the shoulders that I stand on, those who have made these opportunities possible for me to even be here today. So when I look at that, I'm like, the people who are choosing me, they are choosing who they want to see Miss Face of Humanity Global. The people are voting for me. You spent an hour working at work to make that $14. You're spending 3 hours of your paycheck to voting for me. And I get to say, these are the choices you make because you want to see the world evolve. You want to be part of, by giving me a voice, you are being part of the solution of the decision makers. You know that you can tap into this anointing, if I may say so. You can tap into this power and say, I've made this thing possible. I've made this life worth living. So what I would like for anyone who follows this channel, for anyone who subscribes to this, is to know that we have a power of choice. In anything, yes, we can sit and complain about our jobs, about our bosses being so mean and terrible to us, about the terrible things that are happening in the world, about the wars, the crimes, the discrimination, the hate, every single thing, about those who hate Christians, those who hate Muslims. We can sit and hate each other. But reflecting back and looking in the mirror and saying, I have a choice to play. I have a role to play in this. I can choose to be the love in the midst of this hate. I can choose to be the light in the midst of this darkness that I complain about, which is what most Christians are trying to do, which is what most leaders and initiative takers are trying to do. That's what I am trying to achieve with you by my side. That's what we are trying to achieve. And to be quite honest, people say we have to identify by a religion, we have to identify by an entity to make sense. We have to identify and confine by the rules of this world to make sense. You have to have a church that has an address, to have a phone call, or whatever, pay taxes, or whatever people do to own a church. And I say, if you believe in God with your heart, if you are in service to people, then people are, it's easy, it's okay for people to subscribe to you and to say, I am working towards you. I approve of the righteous ways that you're paving for people. Because when I look at, I follow so many shows because I'm like, I want to do, this is what I'm doing is a talk show. So it's only right for me to look up other people who have done talk shows and see how it's done. And like Wendy Williams, and it's just talking about this and that, about how marriages fall within the Beverly Hills of Hollywood. And you get to know all this drama and all these things are happening. And then you shift to Oprah Winfrey, who empowers women, who talks about equality, who wants to uplift everyone within the community. And also who is thriving for the betterment of humanity. So I get to realize that there is a choice being made here. A friend of mine mentioned to me this morning that bad news sells. Bad news sells. Because I was like, why is it that when I was growing up, I watched the BBC. I listened to BBC radio. Back then I didn't have the TV, the access to television to watch it. But I was listening to the BBC radio. And every single time I thought the world was ending. It's a program they have. It's called Imvonivano. For those who are from Rwanda, you might know this, or the East African countries. And what they talk about is those hidden political affiliations or things that are happening within the politics that literally the regular society or the regular citizens, you and I, are not supposed to know. It's like the high agency kind of things, but they leak this information and they tell you one of the politicians lost their job because of ABCD. He got thrown into prison because of ABCD, like all those things. So these are like a high level information they are leaking to the public. So me, a 12-year-old, 11-year-old, a 9-year-old, I'm listening to this information. I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm doomed. I don't have to care for my career. I don't have to care for my education. Dad, we have to look for a way to escape this country. This is what I'm thinking. And it's because of the information being given to me. But if I had someone like me, if I had access to a radio that listened to Oprah, listened to Maya Angelou, listened to, I don't know, Lauryn Hill, instead of the songs by Chris Brown or anyone who, like, I don't know, even the PDD, all these other people who sing songs that is 4 minutes, but as a young mind, I'm captivated. I am enjoying the beat. I have to be up to date. I have to share with my friends the kind of songs I listen to. So I get to listen to all these things that do not give a room to my soul to flourish, that do not subscribe to my soul's evolvement in any ways, or my mind's ability to think better. Instead of thinking and hoping for a better tomorrow, I'm thinking of an ending to my future. I'm thinking of a way of survival because of the news I'm subscribing to. So now you who made a choice to subscribe to our channel, you who made a choice to download the Golive TV app because they preach about the gospel, they preach about positivity, they talk about things that will improve the betterment of you and I. Some days they don't even get to enjoy those betterment. It's like the old man who plants a tree and he says the tree I might not be here by the time the tree is able to provide fruits and a shadow, but my children and my grandchildren will be able to enjoy that. So I would love for you today to subscribe to those kind of people. If you find those channels of people who are thriving to be different in the world that tells you to be the same, for you to be approved of, for you to be approved of, for your survival to be made worthy of existence, for you to be seen as worthy of something, for you to be respected, that you have to confine to the rules of what the society has made, what is right and what is wrong. If you see someone's righteousness, if you see someone's goodwill and the good intentions, I don't want you to just sit and like it and sit there with it. I want you to share the treasure. I want you to share the opportunity, the pleasure, the gratitude you have been given to know this good person. If you fall upon this video and it helps you, I want you to share it with your friends, knowing that you have a power of choice to say who is going to be a legend, who is going to be a hero, who is going to be remembered in the next 5 years, who are my children going to look up to as an example. And knowing that Rita might not be here, Juliano Deruca might not be here, this television might not be here, but they will know that these videos exist, these pastors exist who are here to tell you and to teach you and to help you improve you. To know that I listened to a message in 2021 and this day, and I got improved, my mind felt refreshed, I felt hopeful again. What is more to give to a person than something that will give them more life? So I want you to realize your power of choice. I want you to realize that I have the power to create a better tomorrow. I have the power to identify on what matters, to create a better story of what's golden in these days. There is a common saying that says, not everything shiny is gold. Not everything. Glitter is shiny, but it's not gold. So what is golden to you? And can you participate? Can you, with all your entire belief system, participate in making that thing be seen? In making your light, what you found to be light in your life, to be seen and to be shared to people? Because to be quite honest, now, friends to friends, as people have supported me because I'm confiding in you, I'm believing in you so much so that we can make this world better. So whatever I share with you, it's because I trust you. It's because I've loved you from a far distant place. You have listened to the most secretive or even the most treasured words of mine, and I am trusting in you. So when I sit here, it breaks my heart to see that something that I go to look at, or something where I draw my inspirations from, or the people who improve me, who improve my thinking, the books I have read that have improved my ways of being, the things where I have got the idea to do the things that I'm doing that other millions of people, thousands of people see and clap for. And getting to see that my source of motivation is not being as appreciated. That my source of inspiration is not being given the light that it deserves. It hurts me. It makes my heart break. It makes my heart ache a little bit. Because I want you to find the source for yourself. I would love for you to know that you have a choice to go to the River Jordan and draw in and be satisfied. Cure your thirst yourself, because you can, and I believe in you, and I trust in you that you can. So today, practice by sharing this video, practice by downloading the Golive TV app, practice by subscribing, by following your pastor's Instagram. They might not have a good review, they might not have those many followers or the high quality photographs, or I don't know. They may not have the things that social media is saying that this is what's right, this is what deserves more likes. But they have the soul and the spirit. So in the world that looks at images, in the world that subscribes to hairstyle, in the world that subscribes to lipstick and to high heels and to, I don't know, to suits and all these things that we've been giving meaning to, I want you to subscribe to someone's soul, to someone's intentions, to someone's goodwill, to practice your power of choice by contributing to something that truly matters. So as I head to the end of this conversation, which I hope that you and I have been able to grow, that I have left a seed with you, which I hope by next week when I come back on Thursday at 3 p.m., that you might have drawn this seed that I have left with you, might have grown into something bigger that we can all benefit from. I want you to make a change in someone's life. I want you to impact someone's life. I want you to improve somebody's life. Come on. Do you know how it feels like to know that I have made this person's life better? For someone to hear them say, oh my God, this person made me smile. It is big because these are moments that are precious. We only have this lifetime, and those who believe in the afterlife, we're here for it. But let's make the best of what we got right now. And I believe that it's each other, it's you and I. So let's make life what we want it to be by practicing our power of choice. I love you all, and I hope to see you again next Thursday at 3 p.m. Share this video, download the Golive TV app. And those who are in East Africa who have a Canal Plus, come on, download Isango Star, watch Sunday morning programs, subscribe to things that fulfill your soul, because I would love to see you grow. I would love to see you flourish, and I love you all. God bless you. See you again next week, Thursday at 3 p.m. Thank you.
This is our family.
This is our life.